Hey guys, let's attempt to do a full day of eating video. I'm 6'7", 230 pounds, moderately lean. It's breakfast time, it's Sunday. We're gonna get this breakfast in, and then I'm going to go try a new church that I wanna try. So let's get right into it. So my first meal of the day is gonna be eggs and sourdough bread. And also turkey bacon. Eggs, sourdough bread, turkey bacon. Pretty straightforward. Sometimes I cook with avocado oil or olive oil, but sometimes I also like to change it up. This brand is only 3 grams of protein per slice, which is kind of disappointing. But it was a great price because I don't really got money like that, so couldn't really resist. Sunday, God is good. Trying to pray more, trying to prioritize that more in my life, because at the end of the day, without God, who are you? The answer is nobody. At least in my life, that's my answer, because when I stop reading the Bible, when I stop getting into the Word, my life gets worse. I feel like I'm missing something, when in reality I'm just missing God. So, yeah. There are 18 extra large eggs here. I'm gonna go 6 eggs, 3 at a time. We'll see if I can fit 4 today. I like to eat my eggs over easy. I know a lot of people might prefer scrambled. I'm an over easy guy. Let's not take that out of context. We're talking about eggs and eggs only here. I cracked one. Fuck. So if you don't want to crack your egg like I do, just be a little bit more patient than me. I eat the same meals every day. So I'm just like, crack and go. You know what I mean? Salt and pepper. Gotta stay hydrated. It's done. We're looking nice and crisp. That's how I like my bacon, at least. Almost like a potato chip type of texture. If you really think about it, you put your mind to it, it can be a potato chip, you know? I want to feel my best, I want to look my best. Eggs are one of the cleanest foods you can eat. It literally creates life. It has omega-3s, it's got all the vitamins and nutrients you need for the day. If you have a little bit of vitamin C, you've hit all your nutrients and vitamins for the day with your eggs. So, something to think about. I know a lot of people don't like eggs, but could not recommend them more. No, you gotta go in with the sriracha sauce. It's just mandatory. Sorry, I'm tall and I can't fit in the frame. One of my favorite things to do with sourdough bread, just drizzle some honey on it. It's literally a dessert, bro. It's candy. Especially when it's like perfectly toasted. Like, check this out. I'm gonna make a mess. So anyway, little hack for you guys. Almost forgot. Had to get my girlfriend really quick. I am a caffeine fiend. I only have 200 to 400 milligrams a day, but I need to switch to coffee because this all can't be good for my heart. But I mean, come on. Zero Ultra Monster, you just can't go wrong. I'm already hydrated for the day. I've got close to 32 ounces of water in me, and that is the best time to have your caffeine, when you're already hydrated. So, another thing I will do is I'll take 2 fish oil after I finish my meal, because I'm not somebody who eats fish. And if you're not somebody who eats fish, you're going to want the omega-3s, you're going to want all the amino acids and the things that fish oil gives you. And you will get some of that with the eggs. It has omega-3 fats. It's got saturated, unsaturated. It's got all of the 3 fats that you need, especially the turkey bacon. This is a fatty, protein-based meal with some carbohydrates. But that is what I'll supplement immediately after my breakfast. And I'll show you the rest. for dinner. But I'm going to quickly eat this. I'm going to head to church. And then I will see you guys for meal 2. Alright. Here is our pre-workout meal right here. We got our creatine, we got our pre-pump, we got our Rice Krispie right before we get into the gym. And of course, to enhance the taste, what are we going to do? Sorry, I'm trying to get in this frame. We're going to throw a little bit of honey on there. A little extra carbs, a little extra natural sugars, a little bit of energy. This pump should be diabolical. And shout out Strat Labs. One day I'll get a sponsor, but not today. We are going to run some Cialis Tadalafil before the pump, so it should be a pretty crazy pump. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stir this and eat this. Then I'm going to take you guys to the gym, at least to the parking lot. And yeah, we're going to go get a great chest and delts day in. We're going to do front delts, we're going to do rear delts today, and we're going to do side delts. So we got medial delts, front delts, top delt, rear delt. Should be a good one, man. So I'm gonna eat this. See you guys in a jump and a skip. We are here at the gym, and my carbs are digested now. It's been about 45 minutes. Medium glycemic, so I wait anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes for medium glycemic carbs before I work out. Now this Rice Krispie is high glycemic, so I'm just going to eat this and then walk in. But that's pretty much my take on, intra carbs and everything like that. That's what I run. I make sure I get a good amount in my body, and then I'm good to go. So, I'm really excited to catch this pump. It's a Sunday. Went to church, pretty calm day. Got some content up for my Instagram. Working on my coaching business. And now we're just gonna hit chest and shoulder. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start with some type of chest fly just to get the blood pumping. So some type of cross movement. If the pec deck is open, if I'm lucky enough to get that right away, I'll do that. And then I'll probably go to cables. I'll do those sitting down. I am too tall though to get a good upper chest movement for the cables. I don't really train lower chest like that because I'm upper chest deficient. So a little hack for you guys, if you're also looking to grow your upper chest, just train your upper chest. It hits all three. A lot of those movements do hit your lower chest and mid chest as well. They just emphasize the upper. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go into some pressing movement like an incline bench on the Smith machine due to my injury. I'm going to be getting back on the actual barbell soon. That'll be fun. And then I'm going to go do some delt work after. That'll be the plan. So should be about 2 hours, 2.5 max. I do like to be in here on Sunday though. It's pretty quiet for the most part. Parking lot's kind of full though. But good vibes, man. I'm excited. Yesterday was my rest day, so I'll be finishing out with 30 minutes on the Stairmaster. And yeah, I will see you boys once I get in there. I don't know if I'll record the workout because this is just a full day of eating video. So I am off the Cialis right now. Took it about 10 minutes ago, so anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes I'll walk in and start lifting off of it. Get a really good pump. But yeah, I will see you guys for meal 3 for my post-workout meal. Alright, we are back from the gym. So we got to have our post-workout meal, carbohydrate-based post-workout. We got our jasmine rice. We got 2 cups of jasmine rice. Quickly just throw that in the microwave for about 1:30. And then I got my 93.7 ground beef. Yes, I am in a mini cut, but I'm still shredding while I'm having 93.7 ground beef because I'm very disciplined with my deficit and I'm very disciplined with my cardio. Today was a good day, Did a good push day in the gym. Got some chest, got some shoulder. My shoulders actually feel sore, which is good because I don't know about you guys, man, but when I get home after a shoulder day, it's like, did I even hit shoulders? Like, I don't think you can overtrain shoulders. That's just my opinion. I think you can do too much if you're pressing, obviously if you're going too heavy, but spam lateral raises, spam rear delt flies, spam German raises, hit your front delt, hit the hell out of your delts. Summer's coming up. We need our overdeveloped delts in our waist, So that's the way to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this. So there's a big reason I eat the same meals over and over and over every day. Every now and then I'll change it up. Ground turkey, I'll go lean chicken breast. But the reason I do this is because, for one, my body craves it at this point. And for two, I don't need to track jack shit. I know exactly what my fats are, I know exactly what my calories are, I know exactly what my proteins are, and my carbs, for the most part. So, that's a big reason I think everybody should eat the same meals at least consistently, and then allow yourself one cheat meal a week. My cheat meal was gonna be today, but I was like, I need to do a day in the life of just eating, so I'm not gonna do my cheat meal today. We'll do it tomorrow. This is my all-time favorite right here. 0 cal wood fire garlic from Kinders or Kinder, however you say it. Of course, we gotta add a little spice as well. Perfect. Good to go. Looking good so far. I'm gonna cook this up. I think the best way to cook ground beef, when you get it in a square. Let me see if I don't think I have any squares left, but I don't. I always cook it differently. I'm dropping my ground turkey everywhere. My fridge is just straight vegetables. I got pizza rolls here in case I have like some company, maybe like a girl that hits the gym a lot and can read blood work, ideally. But yeah, my fridge is straight meat. Pause. But yeah, I'm gonna cook this ground beef real quick, and I'll be back and I'll show you exactly how everything goes. Finished cooking my 93.7 beef with my 2 cups of jasmine rice. That seasoning is so killer, bro. I do, after I digest this, or immediately after I eat, I do take zinc, and I do take Long Jack Tonga Ali. This is kind of works the same thing as ashwagandha, but it does increase your free testosterone up to 20% in some people. So the more free total testosterone you do have, nanograms per deciliter, the more potential you do have to have free testosterone. And free testosterone is the one that's most responsible for muscle building, libido, things like that. But again, the more total you have, the more potential you have to have free total. So what's more important? Both. They're equally important. So I'll take this after, and I'll take my zinc, and I'm gonna eat this really quick, and then I'm gonna take a shower, and I'll be back to go over meal 4. Alright guys, I'm back. It's late at night. Not super late, it's like 9:30, but I am tired as fuck. So I am going to have, for meal, we're going to call it meal 4, Oikos Pro yogurt with some blueberries, like at least a cup, maybe a cup and a half, and then we'll go bananas. That way we get enough carbs on the day. And then I'm gonna go 2 rice cakes. That is a good plan. I'm a little off track today, but the good thing is when you don't buy shit, you don't have shit. So, meaning junk. So that means your only options are good options. So I can do whatever. For the most part, you know, we gotta watch the fats, we gotta watch sugars and things like that, because I am on a mini cut. So like for example, rice cakes, lightly salted, they're the plain ones. They're slightly lower in calories, no fats, no sugars, 7 grams of carbs. So I could have like, realistically have like 6 of these at once, but I'm just gonna have at least 3 to 4. All right, we are situated. Oikos Pro, rice cakes, banana, and blueberries. So my camera died on me. We're back, and I'm just gonna quickly explain. But yeah, just knowing that everything's 100% dialed in, you don't have that what if thought. So even if I'm a couple minutes short on cardio, even if I'm not
I feel like I had a bad pump or a bad training session. If my diet is always in 100% check, no questions asked, then we're good to go. Obviously, you want to minimize that, but that's the point of having such a clean diet is you have so much freedom, and I feel better. My skin is kind of clearing up a little bit. I've always kind of struggled with acne, but I'm on GHKCU. I just started CJC yesterday, so throughout all my content, you'll see me kind of talk about stuff like that. I'm not promoting it to underage kids. I'm not recommending it. I'm simply informing and I'm simply experimenting, and I'm documenting. So all AI when it comes to that stuff, not real. Just AI generated things coming out of my mouth and everything. But yeah, so that was a Sunday. I will calculate the exact macros and everything, even though I do it for lots of other people every day. I'll still do it for this video and link it there. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna eat this banana, and then we're gonna peptide up and go to bed. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.